Hello there. I am Dario Cazzola. I'm ISB Education Officer along with Jacqueline Alderson. And for the latest newsletter, we wanted to give you a sort of a Christmas present. So we've been trying to collect all the information and online lectures and all the kind of repositories or data that has been made available during the last 6 to 8 months, so essentially during the pandemic. And whilst we were doing this, we bumped into a awesome repository that was created by a very good friend of mine, but also a rising star in biomechanics, Dr. Luca Modenese from Imperial College London. So we decided to interview him. So in the newsletter you find some Q&A and some stories about these kind of repositories, but most importantly, in the next 2 or 3 minutes, Luca was so kind to record a sort of a very short tutorial so that you can get all the information and the highlights of the repository, and you can get info on the data set that have been released and all the YouTube channels that might be of interest for you. So hope you enjoy it, and I send you a big hug from Bath, UK, and Merry Christmas. Bye bye.
Week in the morning, I've forgotten what it is to cope. I scratch at my eyes and it renders me vision.
Hello everyone, I'm Luca Modenese, and with this video I want to present you a list of biomechanical resources that I've been collecting from freely available items on the internet. The list is called Awesome Biomechanics, and you can find it by googling, simply googling Awesome Biomechanics, and once you search that terms, you will see that there is a first link there that points to a GitHub repository, and if you click on that, we'll just go to the list itself, and the list looks like it is. So it is relatively self-explanatory in the sense that there is a table of contents, and you can just navigate the resources depending on your interests. So for example, if you are looking for motion capture data, you can just go under datasets and go to the walking section, and if you click on that link, you will be presented with a list of datasets that include motion capture data. So each one of these entries will have the title of the dataset, and so we'll have a title of the dataset, we'll have the authors, we'll have a short description, and then links to the paper, the dataset itself, and other resources if they've been shared together with the data. So the resources that have been collected here, they've been organized in sections. So there is a section with links and materials about learning biomechanics. So there are university courses that have been made available online, especially this year, YouTube channels, online seminars, and other teaching resources, and even books. Then there is a section for datasets, like the one we just explored, and spanning different sort of experimental data that have been collected. Then there is a relatively short section about experimental data recording, focusing on gait analysis and ultrasound measurements on muscles, and a relatively larger section on modeling that touches on musculoskeletal modeling, optimal control and trajectory optimization, subject-specific modeling, and finally finite element analysis. The last sections are actually focusing on other topics, and between them you can find also a section on reproducibility, so tools that you can use to make your own work reproducible, and links to societies and initiatives that are of interest for the biomechanical field. This list is public and anyone can contribute to it. You can see the 5 people already contributed, and I really hope that it will be helpful for students and researchers in the field of biomechanics. Thank you. Goodbye.
'Cause I would never break your heart.